aspects that has been untouched as of now is content. So here we have Chitraparna, who's the founder director of SME Network, and till 2017, she's the brand ambassador for Pioneer for India. And she'll be talking about how to develop and diffuse content in the market and digital medium. So I would like all of you to welcome Chitraparna. Please, thank you.
Thanks for the warm welcome and for pronouncing my name correctly. Thanks, Atan. Thank you. Okay, so I'm a very new player in this field. I started my career as a freelance writer way back in 2008 while I was pursuing my graduation studies. I continued as a freelancer for a couple of years. I earned a lot. I made a name for myself. And then I moved on to content marketing. I established my company a couple of years back, 3 years to be exact. So what I understand is content. I don't know brand building or any of this stuff. I understand content, and that's why most of the clients prefer what I produce. So I will keep the presentation really short since we are short on time. The title is The Conundrum of Content Marketing. Content is really confusing. Marketing is more so. So before I begin, if anyone can tell me what content is, how content started, if anyone can enlighten me on that. Yeah? When did it begin? Like, since when have we, we are focusing on content since it is a term which is the byproduct of the internet marketing industry. But what kind of, is it like content started being created only after internet came into the scene, or was it before that? How? How old is it? I'm going to share an interesting trivia. That's why I'm asking this question.
Just a guess, very, very wild guess, but I think since the age of the cavemen, it has.
Right. So this is a brief trivia which I created. This cave painting goes back 4200 BC, almost like 6,000 years. And the cave painting was loosely translated to 6 ways a spear can save you from wild boar, which eerily sounds like the story pick and scoop whoop these days. 10 ways of dating and number 6 will blow your mind, that kind of thing. So fast forward 5,000–6,000 years, I'm sure content must have been created during that time, but we don't have much record. 1900, in the late 1800s, John Deere was the first one who brought content to the consumers. He started a magazine, I believe. In 1900, the Michelin Guides, these were 2 brothers in France who created a 400-page long manual which used to help drivers find decent lodging and tips to maintain cars. They were selling tires, but nowhere would you see they were directly selling the product. They were not doing that. Moving on, G.I. Joe comics, I'm sure many of you must be familiar with that. It revolutionized toy marketing. Once the internet boom started, in 2001 itself, $20 billion were spent on custom content. Blogging industry has changed how we do content marketing. Almost everyone today has a blog. Everyone today is an influencer in his or her zone. So I'm not going to go into very deep on content marketing. I'm going to focus on one particular aspect, that is video marketing. These are 2 stats I got from the recent research. In 2016, eMarketer says 64% of marketers say that content marketing is a core ingredient for brand awareness, and 53% say that it helps in attracting and retaining customers. Very good thought. But the irony is in the next line. 85% of Indian marketers struggle to create meaningful content. When we have so much resources in front of us, why are we struggling to create content? This is more present in terms of video. In video, we have explainer videos, which you get for $5 on Fiverr. And companies are spending a lot on creating videos. But for instance, you must have heard of TVF or AIB. Those kind of video quality is very on another level altogether. They have a very wider reach. Place of videos in the Indian scenario and why I think it's going to improve a lot in the coming months and years. Cisco says 69% of total internet traffic will be video. A lot of these viewers are going to access video from their handsets. India is a country which has huge potential for mobile penetration. On the other side, we are living in an age of appification. We all have apps. Google Play Store has crossed billions in downloads, and if you see the projected ad revenue here, it's quite promising. Since morning, we have heard about how brands are creating awareness, how content is all about creating stories, how we need to connect to the consumer on a deeper level, on one-on-one level. Videos which we see on YouTube, etc., are mostly edited, filtered, Photoshop nice videos which we are seeing. But since last year, there is a new trend catching up. It may not be a trend, it could die down, but I believe it has a lot of potential, and that is what I wanted to talk about. It's called live casting technology. Experts say that it will herald new era of communications. So what is live casting technology? It's technology on the fringe which is becoming mainstream. You must have heard of Meerkat, Periscope, and the recently introduced Facebook Live. These are examples of live casting technology. In India, there is Insta Lively, which the founders say it is much better than its competitors. What they are doing is, by just downloading an app, creating your own account there, you can live stream from anywhere in the world, anytime, to any kind of audience. You don't need to, there's no setup time. You can go live instantly. You can download the app now and maybe stream this whole seminar. That is the wonder of live casting. It is attractive because higher engagement with brands, you are able to touch base with your customers on a more personal level, rather than bombarding them with advertisements. And in any case, most of us are using ad blockers. So what about the revenues? Where does the revenue come from? It touches the lives of people. It's a better form of influencer marketing. These days, 65% of marketing budgets are spent on influencer marketing. For example, like Tali said, I'm the Pioneer India brand ambassador. What they are essentially doing is hiring an influencer. Why? Because I've been in the freelancing field for a lot of years, and they felt that I could connect with the freelancing market on a much better level than a US company suddenly coming into the Indian market and trying to capture it. And this is the second year I'm associated with them, and it's going wonderfully well. There is low learning curve. You don't need to learn anything, just download the app and use it. It is cost effective. Some people say it contributes to SERP results, which I'm not sure how, because there is no concrete data yet, because not many people are using it. And obviously, it helps to build brands. There are 3-4 apps which I mentioned which supports live casting, but I'm going to talk about Periscope. It was launched by Twitter, has 10 million users, 2 million daily users, 110 years worth of live casted content, and available in 25 languages. Are there any brands which are using Periscope? How are brands using Periscope? There are 5 methods. Behind the scene glimpses. Suppose there is a fashion show. Or let's say this seminar, for instance, and Thalys uses this technology to broadcast what is going behind the scenes, how you are preparing for the event. Let's say if it's a fashion show, interviews with designers, and so on. Second, live event broadcasts. So broadcasting something live. A lot of mobile companies are launching their products through live events. Product launches, interviews, contests, and rewards. Star Plus is one which is using live broadcasting to promote their own contests. Are there any brands using Periscope? Red Bull was the early adopter of Periscope. They used it to live stream Miami Music Week and events at the Red Bull guest house. There's a brand like Nestle who promoted their drumstick brand using Periscope influencers. What they basically did is hire a couple of influencers in Periscope, give them a monetary incentive, and allowed them to create content in the way they liked and promote Nestle's product. There's Target, which is a very big fashion brand. They used it to show teasers of fashion product launches and interviews with designers. Other brands, these are the other global brands which are using Periscope live casting technology. You should note that there's no Indian brand right here. Periscope in India, I searched a lot, I used my networks, but I just came across 5 instances where, Indian brands are using Periscope. And there is no concrete data. As I said, it is very new to the industry. You cannot measure what kind of impact it is going to have. But it was the same case when Twitter, Facebook came on the scene. We trusted it, we took a leap of faith and started, marketing our products and services through those mediums. And this is what also can happen with live casting technology. As I said, Star Plus is using it, 10 Sports, Bangalore Police is using it for streaming their press conferences and invites users to share. If they see some crime happening, they can share it. The Quint, it's a very big digital media agency. They were actually using it. Jaguar Land Rover India also used it for product launch. Now, this is a very touching quote, I believe, the Vice President of Royal Caribbean saying, there is an authenticity to this kind of campaign. This is going to be the future of marketing. Whether or not it is true, maybe a few years down the line we'll prove it or disprove it. But I feel that live casting technology gets brands closer to their target market. Again, it is applicable for brands whose audience is online. For example, for Shriram Automall, it may not be useful, but for other brands who are dealing online, generating leads online, building their business online, this can be a very important tool for promotion. And note, these brands, you can search online, all the brands which I mentioned, they're not promoting their products. It's not promoting your products and services directly. You cannot do that. When you're going live, suppose you're doing a webinar, you cannot, in webinar you can drop links, but in live casting you're not. It's like having a one-on-one talk with thousands of people. You cannot drop links. As I said, there's no sales pitch. You're just using it to build awareness. Interactive communication, it's self-evident. No geographical barrier, you can connect with anyone in the world, whatever time, for whatever purpose. Influencer marketing, for established brands, I believe it is easier to expend resources and build their own customer engagement channels. But what about startups? What about these small budget companies or the medium budgeted companies? Influencer marketing helps because you're cashing on the popularity of some other people. You can get into some kind of deals with them, get them on board, and get into a contract of promoting your products and services, which should not be blatant promotion, but actually, people should have an idea that okay, this person is associated with this brand or this company. Mark Schaefer is one of the world's topmost digital evangelists. And this is a quote which I very strongly believe in. Content that moves is power. These 5 words are loaded with meaning. People these days are not eager to wait for content. They're not eager to read the blog post tomorrow of an event which happened today, or they are not ready to wait for videos edited and photoshopped and uploaded some other time. They want things now. They want content now. They want engagement now. And this live casting technology is giving you the power to do that. It's a very powerful tool. It's like everyone has a mini TV in the palms of their hands. Both the customers and the brands, and as people, you have this power. So I would like to end by saying that maybe a couple of months, few years down the line, this technology might become a mainstream of how we are conducting communications. Thank you. Any questions, please? Yeah.
For example, let's take the example for the Periscope.
Okay.
Now, if you have that app downloaded on your cell,
Mm-hmm.
do I need to download it
No.
to watch it?
No.
Or it's streamed to the Twitter?
No, it's streamed through. You need to like if you go to Periscope Couch right now, you can see thousands of broadcasts happening live. You are viewing it on your device. You need not have the app installed. You can just go to the link and view the broadcasts.
The other thing is, don't you think this is more relevant to an event or a seminar or a product launch or a fashion show?
I think it's more relevant to creating awareness.
Because if you use the medium of digital, we've been working with digital agency. The blessing with digital is it can be quantified.
Yeah.
Okay, the number of clicks, the number of views that a person is watching at that moment in time, how much is it converting back
Yes.
Major chunk, when we actually work out a media plan for any agency, what happens is, वो जो used to get a Maruti ad, देती कितना है?
Okay.
Okay, so newspaper में you have assumptions. Newspaper गया है, 10 लोगों ने पढ़ा, उनके family में 5 लोग हैं, this is the kind of viewership it has. But on digital, everything is quantifiable.
Yes. Yeah.
How is this?
It is a very recent technology and it is still developing. So these quantification factors is not there, but when you are streaming live, you can see the number of viewers, and if you enable it through the app, like if you connect your social logins, people can actually use Twitter or Facebook to live comment, ask questions while the broadcast is happening live. So you can measure a level of engagement, create awareness. Like let me give you an example. America, Lay's in USA, they did an experiment where I believe they wanted to introduce certain new flavors. So they went live and asked the audience, what kind of flavors do you want? And in that was the kind of awareness in a brand building initiative they were saying. They were involving the customers in whatever they wanted to do. And that is I think the main benefit of live casting is there. Yeah.
Is there any analytics tool for Periscope, like, say example, I'm streaming now and it's showing like 1,000 people?
It's in the dashboard.
So I can see like who actually they are.
Y-
The handle to it.
You can see the number of people who are live. You may not get the exact data. If I'm not connected to Twitter, you won't see that I am watching a broadcast. Even if you have if you have data connection right now, search for Periscope couches, and you can see broadcasts going live right now. So when you're viewing, it is just adding, okay, one more people has been added to the broadcast. But who is getting added? Maybe the technology has not yet been developed. It's in a very nascent stage right now. There's this company in India, Insta Lively. They say that they are better from Meerkat and Periscope. So I think you can check them out. Insta Lively. Yeah. Anything else?
We are already doing that streaming, not using any because the tools that you are saying we have developed in-house and that we are using for broadcasting our physical.
That's really good. What is the name? It's not publicly available. It's in-house.
The tool is in-house, but socially it is available. You can choose Sri Ram Motamal live events, physical events which are going live happening right now.
Okay.
They can be viewed on internet.
Okay, that's really good.
I think you forget to mention the name Fame. They are much bigger than Insta Lively because even Salman Khan used the Fame.
Okay, I haven't heard of Fame. In fact, I got to know about Insta Lively 2 days back. I know of Periscope and Facebook Live. Yeah, anyone else? Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to India's first corporate news channel. We invite interviews, articles, press releases from your organization. Visit our portal www.indianconventions.com. Thank you.